Can you be a better communicator and leader? Or what does that mean in practice? Today in this video, I'm going to show you what leadership and communication to me is all about by using a recent real life example from a packed flight from Spain to Finland. People want clarity. That's number one. We want to know what happens next. Most of the frustration comes when people are waiting for something to happen and there's no information available. Communication and leadership is the same thing. There was this young flight attendant on my flight that was able to demonstrate this perfectly. And today in this video, I'm going to explain what she did and how we can all learn from her. Like I said, people need clarity. If we can remove all frustration and all the question marks and bring clarity to our customers' lives, I think that builds trust and ultimately repeat business. To me, it boils down to one thing: set expectations and meet expectations. In other words, only make good promises and keep them all. Here's what happened. We have this packed flight. You know the drill. People coming in all tired, stressed, sweaty, kids crying, right? Chaotic situation. There was no script apparently because I talked to this lady after the fact. But what she did was that she took over the situation right away. She understood that this required more attention from her side. It's not the boarding process that separated her from the rest of the flight attendants I have seen, because I fly a lot, but it's what happened during the flight. So first of all, she was able to tell everybody that people from rows 1 to 10 use the bathroom in the front, and people in rows 11 to 35, those two bathrooms in the back. Very simple stuff. Set expectations so that people understand where to go, okay? Remove clutter, chaos. Then the second thing, she told us that during this 4-hour flight, we have 3 in-flight service times. First one starting in 15 minutes, then in an hour and a half, and the last one 30 minutes before landing. Again, that set the expectations for people that they don't have to buy 2 or 3 drinks at the same time. So they knew roughly when the next cart is going to come and the service is going to start. And then she told people that, okay, well, reminding that in 30 minutes, we're going to start the service. So if you want to use the bathroom, go do it now. And when somebody hit the call button during takeoff, she was able to say, hey, letting everybody know, look, unless it's a medical emergency, please wait for a little bit. I'll be right there. But right now I can't unbuckle and come to you because we have the fasten seatbelt sign on. So really, really small things. But this is what good leadership and communication to me is all about. So if you're wondering, okay, how can I better communicate and lead by example if you have a service business or a company that does a lot of sales, here's my checklist. So number 1, understand your value chain. What are the control points? What that means in practice is that I would just simply draw it from start to finish. Like in this case, if that's a flight, so you would have the boarding part here, and this is just obviously from a flight attendant's perspective. Then what happens during the flight? Go through every single scenario and identify what might happen and what not. And then the second point, you identify the control points, and then 3, you put together a script. I was surprised that this international airline had no script for the stuff that she did because it was so brilliant. She was obviously very good at what she did. But this is what I would do basically, just understand the value chain, then control points, and then put together a script, and then make sure that actually fourth, you train your people to follow that. But communication and leadership is actually ultimately just making sure that people have clarity, you set expectations and you meet expectations. So kudos to her. I'm going to fly the same airline just because of her next time as well, hoping that the next person is going to be able to follow her example, that perfect example that she was able to set. This was one of my daily thoughts videos. I just wanted to touch upon this topic because it was just a brilliant example. Hope these add value to your life. Again, I'll talk to you again in the next video, and enjoy your weekend.